Hello all, welcome back to Editorial Analysis and Answer Writing Practice at 9 pm. Friends, if you are watching this video series for the first time, then please watch my intro video given in the playlist to know how to participate in this answer writing initiative. It is open to all. Friends, last Saturday I was not able to upload the discussion video. I have selected the best answers and I have evaluated, which I will pin it in the comment section. You please go through it. From this Saturday, we will continue with the discussion video series as well. Okay? Yes. Recently, UN adopted a Pact for Future, which primarily aims to bring reforms in United Nations. So based on this topic, several newspapers were carrying editorials which was discussing on the reforms in UN, particularly reforms in UN Security Council. So we will also discuss this topic from our UPSC exam point of view. Now, this UN Security Council is a specialized agency of United Nations which was set up in the year 1946. UN has 6 specialized agencies. UN Security Council is one of the 6 agencies, but that is the most powerful agency of all. Any resolution taken by UN Security Council is binding on the members of UN. Right. So when we look at the powers or role of UN Security Council will establish peacekeeping missions, they will establish sanctions, they will authorize military actions to resolve ongoing problems. So it is very, very powerful, keep that in mind. So composition of UN Security Council, it has 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. The 10 non-permanent members will be elected for a period of 2 years. Right, and it will be relatively representative. You'll have members from Asia, you'll have members from Africa, there will be some regional quotas. Okay, but 5 permanent members, they are permanent. You know about the 5 members, they are permanent. Right, any administrative related reform, any administrative related resolutions, all the 15 members will have equal power. Okay, out of 15, only when 9 members says yes, the resolution will be passed. Any other resolution apart from the administrative aspect, any other resolution apart from the administrative procedures, in that resolution to be passed, we need affirmative votes of 9 members, plus we need concurrence of all the 5 permanent members. So even if any of the 5 permanent members use their veto, then that resolution will not be passed. Okay. Now this is the composition and the functions of UN Security Council. Now what kind of reforms are expected in this UNSC? We will discuss these reforms from India's perspective. For a very long time, India is vouching for our entry into the permanent membership of UN Security Council. India has all the moral right to become a member of this permanent membership in the UN Security Council. Why? India, most populous country, 5th largest economy, fastest growing economy, right? And we have been member of this non-permanent membership of UN Security Council for almost 8 times. We are one of the largest contributor for the peacekeeping missions. We have contributed 2 lakh troops so far. So we are the biggest contributor for the troops for the peacekeeping mission. So our contribution towards the UN is significant. So we have all the moral obligation to ask for an entry into this permanent membership of UN Security Council. Right. Even recently also UK Prime Minister openly, explicitly expressed his willingness for India to become a part of this UN Security Council's permanent membership. Right. Apart from that, India is also looking for reforms in UNSC to make it more democratic, to make it more representative, to make it more inclusive, to make it more transparent, to make it more accountable. The voice of the global south has to be heard in this UN Security Council. Of course, yes, there is representation in the non-permanent membership side from Asia, Africa, but it is not sufficient. We need to have more representation from Africa, more representation from South Asia, more representation from Latin America. Right? So we have to make it more inclusive. And also look at the veto power. Now, because of this humongous veto power, These 5 members, when there is no consensus among these P5 permanent 5 members, if there is no consensus, then we are not able to take a decision to resolve the ongoing problems. For example, Russia-Ukraine war, we are not able to take an action. With respect to Israel-Palestine conflict, we are not able to take an action because we are not able to arrive at an unanimous voice because of this veto power with the 5 permanent members. So this veto power has to be reformed, right? And we have to make the UN Security Council more representative. We have to make it more inclusive. We have to bring reforms to address the ongoing challenges. Now, particularly with respect to India's entry into the permanent membership of UN Security Council, there are some challenges. Challenge number 1 is China. China is blocking our entry. They are exercising their veto power, number 1. Number 2, even if India is admitted into this permanent membership council, there is no guarantee that all the 5 members will be coming forward to give veto power to India. Right? India is actually looking for bringing reforms and veto power. That is another case. But apart from that, in the given structure, the 5 permanent members, they have veto. Now, if India becomes, assume India becomes a part of this permanent membership, a 6th member, whether India will get veto power, there is no clarity. There is no unanimity between the 5 members. And there is an informal grouping which is called as coffee clubs in 40 plus countries like Argentina, Australia, Italy, Spain, Pakistan. Now they are blocking the entry of not just India, they are blocking the entry of bigger sized countries, powerful countries into this UNSC permanent membership, right? Which they feel that goes against their interest. Okay, so they are not okay with India becoming a part of this UNSC permanent membership. These are some issues, okay, but what are maybe the issue? Irrespective of India's entry into the permanent membership, there is a huge need for bringing reforms in this UN in general and UN Security Council in particular. Because in the current format, we are not able to prevent the emerging challenges. UN Security Council has power to authorize military action, power to establish sanctions, but if there is no unanimity, if there is no consensus among the permanent 5 members, nothing can be done. Right? So there is a huge need for bringing reforms to make it more inclusive, transparent, democratic, representative, and also the reform should bring some solution orientation to face the emerging challenges and threats. Right? I hope you got clarity on this topic. Now, based on this discussion, I will give you a question. The UN Security Council risks becoming obsolete without immediate reforms. Discuss the statement in the light of India's proposed reforms in UN Security Council. This will be a 10-marker question, so you plan your answer accordingly. Right, friends? I will see you tomorrow with another interesting editorial topic. Till then, bye. Take care.